Yes.
Okay, I have the perfect one right now. Um, do you play? Do you play? Um, do you play? What's the name? Cell phone games?
It's like mobile games
Yeah. Mhm.
and Candy Crush.
Candy Crush. Okay.
And I think I used to play Call of Duty when it was released.
Oh yeah, the Go
No.
Mobile.
Yes, I thought sorry, I think that it was during the pandemic, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it
and
was like that.
yes, that's why, because I had a lot of free time, so I played all the day. Well, not all the
Yes.
day, but but I had more time than now. And also
Okay.
and also there is a game called it's from Diablo Saga. It's called Immortal, and I played for a few months
Uh-huh.
also because I enjoyed it when it was released on the computer.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's it.
But
I
that's a computer game. Well,
no,
anyway, actually.
yes.
Uh-huh.
The first Diablo that I played was in on the computer,
Uh-huh.
but I played this new version in the cell phone.
That which is like an extension of the game, the original game, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how was it, by the way? I never played Diablo. Do you see it a good game?
It's a really good game. I need You need a lot of hours to finish it, but I really enjoy it because
Oh.
it's well, I think that it has a really good story, and also the characters that you can choose, and the upgrades that you can select when you, how to say, like, get a new level, and determines a lot of things during the game. So that's something important that you need to analyze before you choose a certain skill or characteristic of the characters.
Oh.
So it makes I think that all these things make this game like interesting. It's not just like playing like Call of Duty that you are just shooting,
Exactly.
or like FIFA that you are so repetitive. So
That's those games. They bore me so much.
yes. So I think that it's something really good. Yeah, and you can spend hours playing it.
And then, what do you think about like in-game purchases? Have you ever
Um,
bought anything in the game?
nah, no, I
Never.
no, never. I think that I could spend my money in something better. But yes,
Okay.
I heard here about people that expend a lot of money because obviously the more you pay, the better things you get.
Precisely.
So if you have some extra money,
Yeah.
and you really want to get something, is to get an advantage in the game, I think that it's okay. But no, it's something that I don't think to
Well,
about.
but there are
Yeah.
types, no? Because it is one thing is to like get pay to win kind of
Mm-hmm.
things, and
Yes.
other things is like getting
Like,
just like
like a
uh,
clothes, like
exactly
skins.
skins or customization.
Yes.
Customization is the word that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is customization, and the other thing is really pay to win, which
Yeah.
is giving you advantage over other
Yes.
players.
Actually, it was a problem with the Diablo mobile version because
Ooh.
you have to pay if you really want to advance in the to is it correct to say advance
No,
to
to
continue
progress.
yeah, to progress in the game. Otherwise, you will spend a lot of hours trying to get better weapons, for example. So
So in the mobile version, if you paid, you could have, or you could get like you could accelerate the progress of the game.
yes, exactly.
What an issue, no? I like
Yes, yes, that's why I stopped playing. Uh,
precisely
yes, yes, it was something disappointed, but at the end of the day,
disappointing. Ing.
oh yes, it's something disappointing, but at the end of the day, it's a business, so I understand the company.
One thing I don't know. I guess I mean it's a business, but a deal should always be one benefit for both.
Yeah,
That's a deal. I don't
yeah,
really agree with video games that are
that you need to
pay to
pay.
win.
But also, you decide if you want to continue playing or not. No, if there are other similar options that you don't need to pay for to win.
Yes,
So they are not the original game, but they provide like a similar experience.
precisely.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, precisely. What I consider like something that can motivate people to pay could be,
Mm-hmm.
for example, loyalty to the company because the company offers too much. You
Okay.
know, like they say, the reason I have spent money in a video game is, for example, playing Riot, playing Valorant. Here,
Mm-hmm.
the company is actually giving you a very, very good complete game, and it doesn't matter how much you pay, you have the same experience. It depends on
Okay.
your skill. Actually, the game depends on your skill.
Okay, that makes sense because you are not paying to win. You are just paying because you are you are
So
yes, yes, exactly.
you support the game, or the company that they make it.
Yes, indirectly you are supporting the company.
Well, I don't know if I directly is directly, eh? The money
Oh
goes
yes.
directly to Riot.
Oh well, yes, actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no intermediate. That's exactly what is really cool about this business model, that they
Hmm.
provide a full product for free, and if you really love it, you support them with a little tip.
Oh yes, exactly. But
You know,
it sounds better, no? Like a tip and not
ah,
like a mandatory payment that you have to do.
precisely.
Yeah.
That's why many of the games that are pay to win have lost their 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 audience.
Yes.
All of them. There's no one game that continues working. You know, all of them have lost their reputation. But all of them that work as tips, they continue, and they are very strong games. You know, like today, for example, the topic of the video is precisely Pokemon Go,
Ah.
right?
Oh yes, I remember it. I played it for a while. Yeah.
You
Too.
played it for a while. Why did
Yeah.
you stop? That's pretty curious to
Uh,
me.
because I got bored.
You got bored.
Yes, it was so repetitive. There are not like different activities. I think that they are always the same.
I agree.
So and how say it use a lot of space in my cell phone.
It used in past or uses in present?
In past used.
Used.
Yes, because I
Yes,
already uninstalled it.
exactly.
Yes,
I agree with you. I got bored too. I was very, very worried about it. But I see a lot of people that keep
continue playing. No, yes,
playing,
playing.
and
Yes,
up to today, they are still catching and doing the missions, and they like repetitive stuff, you know?
yes,
It's
yes.
amazing.
When I'm in the metro bus, there are always someone playing.
Yeah, exactly. You will always find a person that is playing.
Yeah. But
That's
I remember
precisely
that when it started, I worked on Reforma Avenue. The building is from Reforma.
the format.
So yes, so there are a lot. Well, do you remember that there are some like special um Pokemons that appear in the gyms, and there are a lot of gyms on Reforma.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of people playing there every day. So it was something really crazy when it started.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people around, and it becomes really useful. Actually, it's a very creative game. It's a great thing.
Yes,
That's precisely what moves and motivates people to actually spend real money into it.
yes,
And
yes. And I think that it also created a really big community, no? Because there are a lot of
exactly,
people that I remember that I was in a Facebook group and they are talking about different things and I think that the people there were able to is was able, no? Is people was
where
able were
where
able to meet new persons,
new people,
new people. Sorry, yes,
and have new friends and everything.
yeah,
That's why this kind of games are amazing. Like it's about community. It's about creating a group of people who understands it, and at the end of the day, you join the part of community with monetization, which is like
yes.
an amazing combination. It's a great combination. That's why they make it so well. But now I precisely want to know how much you have spent on these kind of games. In the case, for
Okay.
example, let me ask Jimena because she has already arrived.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let me check if she's listening
Hi,
to.
teacher.
What's up, girl? Did
I'm
you listen
here.
to the conversation?
Not all that.
Okay, but do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Okay, then pay attention. We are talking about video games and money, right? So, have you spent money in video games?
No, I have not spent money
Why?
on video games.
Why?
I won't. No. I have not tried yet.
You have not tried
Have
what?
you? Yeah, okay. I have not. I have not tried to play.
Okay. Do you play any game?
Yes, Mario. Mario. Super Mario.
Okay,
And
but
Bubble
you.
Bubble and Bomberman, the classic video games.
Oh, you have an S. I think you told me.
Yeah, I have a console with I 500 video games, classic video games.
Ah, okay. That then you are not really a player of the new system where you get
No, no, I'm not. I am not part of the new system, actually.
good, good. Your then this video is going to be a complete surprise for you, because you will see how companies get money with a free product. All the applications that you see on the App Store, all of them are free, but they get money. The question is, how? How do they get money? You know,
Oh.
it becomes a very interesting topic for for you in this case. It's gonna be completely new. Now, in the case of Isaac, have you ever spent money in these kind of apps?
No, never.
Never. So you say you can use your money in a better way, right?
Yes, well, maybe in a different way, no, but I'm not sure if it is better or not. But yes, I prefer to
Oh,
spend my money in
better for
different
you.
things. Yes,
Yeah, exactly. That's
yes.
then let's talk about that. Let's learn on number one the system, how they get money, and number two the the ways they can extract more money from you every single time, like small quantities, but in a very constant way. It's very interesting. Let's check it out.
Yes.
After Pokemon Go was released in the US, it took less than a day before it was making more money than all the other apps in both Apple's and Google's app stores.
It's already earned $14 million in revenue since launching last Wednesday. Not even a full week.
But users didn't have to pay a cent for the game. All that money was coming from optional purchases people were making as they played. This is the world of freemium apps, a business model that in the past few years has largely wiped out the market for paid games. Now, game designers have to monetize the gameplay. And one way to do that is by applying some of the fundamental lessons of behavioral psychology. The first thing these games do is set up a virtual currency so that it doesn't feel like you're spending real currency, even though you are. This is a variation on something we've known for decades, which is that people find it harder to spend money when they're paying in cash than if they're using a card.
So when you pay cash for something, you see it leave your hands, and you get a very immediate sense of like how much your cash reserves have dropped, how much your wealth has dropped.
Games add yet another layer. You pay for lollipop boosters with gold bars, and you pay for gold bars with your credit card, which is already distanced from the actual payment. And then on top of that, they don't make the exchange rate simple. It's not 50 gems for 50 cents.
There's always something weird, like $1 will get you 12 purple diamonds. And that sort of off-kilter exchange rate is the same thing you see with people spending, tourists spending money that they're not familiar with in foreign countries.
If incense costs 80 Pokecoins and a batch of 550 Pokecoins costs $4.99, how much real money does incense cost? Yeah, I don't know either. So you're spending money that doesn't seem real, and it only takes a second because the App Store already has your credit card. The whole payment process is designed to be painless. Other parts of the game, however, are designed to be painful. A key finding of behavioral research is that people tend to experience unexpected losses more intensely than comparable gains. That can inform the timing of purchase prompts. In Puzzle & Dragons, players progress through a dungeon before facing a boss, and if they die, they stand to lose all the rewards that they just earned. That's when they're presented with the option to save their coins and their points by spending magic stones, which you can buy in the store with real money. Other developers actively embed inconvenience into the games so that you can purchase convenience. In Clash of Clans and Game of War, everything you try to build has wait times that get progressively longer but are skippable for a price.
So they build incentives to sort of remove pain points into the games, and then if they want that, then they have the incentive to insert pain points into the game.
Ultimately, though, only a tiny percentage of players actually become payers. And a small percentage of payers are those so-called whales, people who will spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars in the app. The marketing firm Swerve estimates that about half of the revenue for mobile games is coming from less than 0.5% of all players. Which means that for some of these games, non-paying users, which is most people, are essentially pouring time into a game designed to hit the pain points of a small, susceptible group of players. If you're really having fun, that's great, but it might be worth rewarding games that find another way. As of now, the monetization in Pokemon Go is unobtrusive. It's kind of tucked away. And that lack of manipulation is a pretty good reason to buy some lure modules and some incense.
Okay, what did you get? What did you understand? Let's start with Isaac.
Well, it was interesting. I have here, I have here about it because
Here is present. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here, I don't remember the past of here. Is irregular verb, right?
Yes.
Here. No, I don't remember the past.
Come on, man. That's very, very basic. Here is present, past, heard.
Heard.
He heard.
Okay, here, heard.
Yes.
I have heard about it, about some topics that the video mentions.
Okay.
Like but it was I also discovered some things like the exchange rate that the developers use, no, that you are paying maybe $5, but you are not receiving like five golden coins or the equivalent. So you are
Uh-huh.
receiving maybe something different, and something really important. I think that is that you are not uh, like using your real money. No, you are using your virtual money. I mean the money that you have in your bank account,
Yep.
and you are not like maybe it helps to not notice the how much you are expending, no. And I have here sorry, I have no I read an article about it, and it's the same when you go to a shopping mall, that you can spend more money when you are paying with your credit card than if you pay in cash, because when you pay in cash, you can realize about the amount of money that you are um, maybe wasting
Letting go.
or,
No,
or,
spending or letting
spending.
go.
Yes, just letting go. So that's the problem with the credit, well, with credit debit cards, and also I think that
Yes.
with this, that it's virtual money, and also because as the video mentions, the charge goes directly to your bank account. No, you don't have to spend more time like entering your bank information. So it
Totally.
makes even easier to spend money in this way.
I agree. Definitely. I agree. The plastics make everything as a number. It's not a physical kind of thing that you let go. So the amount, it depends. If you are a visual person, a mathematical person, and kind of what's the name of this kinesthetic person,
Mm-hmm.
you perceive money as in a different way. No, so precisely taking these games when they give you like $5, right? And then it becomes a lot of Pokeballs. And it's like, this is cool, right? Like it's so easy to spend money on that.
Yes, and maybe you can feel that it's not so expensive, but when you continue doing that, like it becomes a kind of addiction.
It
Maybe no.
becomes
Also, yes, sorry, it becomes kind of addiction, because I mean, $5 is not too much, but if you do it on a regular basis, it could be like an important amount.
okay, but is it an addiction? I don't think that addiction is a word because you don't get addicted to
Well,
spending money. You know, you probably get addicted
to
to
the
the benefit, no?
yes,
Or
to the satisfaction, no, that
uh,
provides to get that benefit in the game or something like that.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely. And at the end, if I mean, if you are a very, very, very big fan, you sometimes you don't care about it. I mean, it is whoever is receiving these benefits, please continue giving me these services. You know.
Okay, yes,
Uh-huh.
and something also that I want to remark is like the percentage of people that become how to say, like the percentage of people that pay for the these benefits. No, I don't remember. Was it 1.9%?
Oh, okay. Can you repeat that? The person who benefits or the
Is
person who gets
who
a
who
benefit?
pay who pay for the benefits.
Okay, well, it's kinda in the video. It's a different number, or a different statistic. You are speaking
Okay.
about the amount of people who pay,
Yeah.
but
What?
the video
Okay.
doesn't talk about that. The video talks about the amount of money
Ah, okay, okay.
that is received
Mm-hmm.
by how many users per user.
Ah, okay. Yes, I got it.
So the number is kind of different in this
Yeah.
case.
No. Yes. Yes. It's different. Yes,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't understand very well then that part.
That's the part that we are going to analyze. Like what is the section? Why they are showing those numbers? How the apps work? You know?
Yes.
How precisely the word currency. Are you familiar with the word currency?
Yes, like
Well,
pesos, dollars.
exactly. What's the function of digital currencies? You know,
Yeah.
that's precisely something we are going to be exploring. But
Okay.
yeah, why they mention the whales, for example?
No, I didn't understand that part.
That's the part that I need you to understand.
I
That's what
think
we're
that
going to analyze.
I was like taking notes and I got lost in some parts of the video.
Okay. That's the part that I tell you that the numbers
Oh, okay, yes.
go together with the whales, and
Oh,
we are
okay,
going to analyze that section.
sure.
Okay, but before going there, let me check with Jimena. What did you understand, girl? Jimena. Hello. Are you there? Oh, Jimena left the room. Okay. Well, Silvana can speak. Can you speak, or are you on your way?
Maybe she's on her way.
She's on her way.
Teacher.
Jimena, there, she's
Okay,
back.
I got from the video that you can obtain transactions. No, you can do transaction, make.
Good. Transactions, you do them. No, wait. Do you make or do transactions? Make? No, I think it's make.
Obtain?
No, Tina. Make.
No,
Make
you can
transactions.
make transaction on playing video games by acquire some objects from the video, like gyms or I don't know, like characters,
Good.
points,
Good.
or something else.
Nice. Did you understand what they are for?
Yes, yes, because the video game, those video games are free, and
But that's not my question. My question is, do you understand what they are for? What are they for?
to buy weapons,
To buy weapons?
games.
No, yeah, but what are the gems for? What are the weapons for?
I know.
Okay, so we need to check why. Because of course, you can buy gems, and you can buy Pokeballs, no? And you can buy this and that, but what is the function of those products? Like, why would you spend money on that? You know? And that's something that we need to understand in your case. You need to pay attention on in the next classes, like why they help you, why they help these items help you. You know what I mean?
Yes, teacher.
Right? So did you take a note on this mission? By the end of the week, you need to understand that part. Got it?
Okie.
Good. What about, okay, and Silvana is gonna come in a minute. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is precisely that those missions, those notes that you just took are gonna be your focus points in the video, all right? And we are going to use the mechanic, the new topic, to be able to understand this information. We are going to focus this precise usage. We are learning how to group information, how to group words or how to divide a sentence. Let me take, for example, one sentence here in the introduction.
After Pokemon Go was released in the US, it took less than a day before it was making more money than all the other apps in both Apple's and Google's app stores.
Okay, let's take that sentence. After Pokemon Go was released, it took less than a day before.
After Pokemon Go was released in the US, it took less than a day before it was making more money than all the other apps in both Apple's and Google's app stores.
After Pokemon Go was released in the US, it took less than a day before it was making more money than any other app in both Google's and App Store. Google's Play Store and App Store. Let me check if I am correct.
After Pokemon Go was released in the US, it took less than a day before it was making more money than all the other apps in both Apple's and Google's app stores.
Okay. It was making more than all other app in both Google's and Apple's App Store. There we go. Okay, so I copied this sentence from the first section of the video, right? Let's confirm it.
It's already.
After Pokemon Go was released in the US, it took less than a day before it was making more money than all the other apps in both Apple's and Google's app stores.
All the other apps in both Apple's and Google's App Store. Right? Do you agree with me? That's the sentence?
Yes,
Cool.
it seems correct.
It seems correct. Very good. So we are going to learn how we are dividing, or how we are, the strategy that I used to copy this information and transfer it into paper, right? What my mind does is separating all these text into phrases, as we have been practicing. The first section, after Pokemon Go was released in the US and the indication of a comma, tells me that this particular sentence is an adverb phrase. How do I know this is an adverb phrase? Can anyone help me? Anyone? No? Nobody knows why this is an adverb phrase?
Because it's indicating a time or a moment.
Exactly. This is indicating a time or a moment. Exactly. And according to the definition of adverbs, adverbs tell us time. No? They give us time in information, etc. And the word after, according to the dictionary, it's a preposition, but it can be an adverb too. Look at this. Let's go to the dictionary. Let's find the word.
I think that it will depend on the context, no? If we are taking a place, or in this case, it's a moment, no?
Exactly. Exactly. Actually, precisely. The problem with prepositions and adverbs is that both of them are for place and time. So really, we can say that this is yellow or this is purple. It doesn't matter. The point is to get this information as the place and the time. Right?
I mean my mom.
You miss your mom? Are you okay, Hime?
Sorry, teacher. I was talking with other person.
Oh, okay.
And I activate my.
Okay. All right. Well, we all miss our moms. But okay, let's pay attention to the class, okay? Let's go here. Adverb, right? Later in time, afterwards. It can be an adverb, it can be a preposition. So those are the two indicatives of what this section is. It can be an adverb or it can be also a prepositional phrase, telling time. Right? Then after that we have a comma, and then we have it took less than a day before it was making more money. How do you know where this section is divided?
Which section? Which section? Sorry.
I repeat, it took less than a day before it was making more money. How do you know where to divide? Actually, after the comma, how do you know how to divide the rest of the sentence?
It took less than a day for it was. I think that it's a complete idea. No, it took less than a day before it was making more money, and then we have the word done. Then I think that it's connecting to the next idea. That is all the other apps. No, sorry.
Exactly,
No,
it doesn't make sense because
no,
that's
yeah.
not an idea.
Yeah, no.
You are okay. The reason you told me applies for another word, but it's not than.
Maybe in? No, I don't know, teacher.
Focus. You know, yes, you know, but you are distracted by all the words. You said this word is dividing two ideas. Find a word that is dividing two ideas. It's not than.
Okay.
But there is one that is doing exactly that.
Okay. It took less than a day before it was making more money than all other apps in both apples. No, I cannot find it. I think I feel that it's like a complete idea, this, or maybe I think that it could be divided. It took less than a day before it was making more money than all other apps. I think that it could be like the first part, but no, and I think that in Apple's and Google's app stores could be like an extra information, but no, I think that it's necessary to consider it also like a complete idea.
The reason is that we are not considering the components of an idea. How does an idea start?
With a noun?
It starts with a noun. All ideas?
No. With no.
Remember the components of ideas? We saw the components of ideas. Jimena, can you help us? What are the three components of an idea?
How say no? Subject.
Subject.
Yep.
Exactly, because precisely we said nouns can be subjects, but
Yes.
not all the subjects are nouns.
Yes, I was trying to remember it. Yes.
Precisely. That's the first word that we need to check. There are two subjects, two sequence of subject verb complement
In this phrase.
happening, connected or interconnected by a conjunction.
It took less than a day. Okay, that's, and then we have it was making more money. Is it
Exactly.
before?
You found it. The
Okay.
connected is before. Ta-da! So that's the reason I ask you first to find the verbs and then check the corresponding pronoun that they are referring to.
Yes.
You have it took less than a day. Oh, what happened? It's in Spanish. Okay. It took less than a day before, and then we have all this section. You see? Before it was making more money than all the other apps in both Apple and Google's Apple Store. That's a lot of information, right?
Yes, actually, it's a really long sentence.
The reason it's so difficult to transcribe and understand every single section of the sentence is because we are understanding person verb complement, and that becomes a little bit more difficult. So we can even get bigger or better comprehension if we subdivide this person verb complement. You know, the subdivision
Yes.
of it took less than a day can look like this. Person it, and we have the verb phrase took. Then we have what is less.
An adjective.
An adjective, exactly. Because took is a transitive verb in this case. What is a connector for if less is a comparative verb? It always goes together with,
And then.
which is a?
I don't know how is it called.
A preposition.
Okay.
Yes, you know, you have all this information. We saw it last week. It's a preposition. How do you know it's a preposition? Well, because it's connecting the word a day, which is a? What family is?
Like is the complement.
We are checking word families.
It's a subject. No.
Word
A
families,
noun?
bro. Word families are the colors.
Oh,
What color is a day?
it took less than a day. No, I don't remember the colors. Well, that.
You don't remember colors? But we saw it last week. It's right here.
Okay. Then I think it should be. No, I'm not sure.
Jimena, can you help us?
Is it an adjective? No.
An adjective, no, because
No.
we have the connector than
It's like
doesn't connect
comparative.
another adjective
It's like with another noun, no?
with a noun.
Okay.
By definition, a preposition connects a noun.
Okay.
They represent the
Blue.
movement of nouns, and they connect nouns. Probably we needed this information here.
Yes, it would be helpful.
Like the word of, than, in other words.
Morph and.
So now that you have the connector than, we need a blue word.
Yeah, I know.
And this is how you can subdivide this idea, this sentence.
Okay.
Right? Why this is important? Precisely that if you don't understand one word, for example, you don't understand less, but you understand the word than, automatically you can say, so this is a comparative. What words are they using to compare?
Yes, we need an adjective.
Exactly. Okay, so they are comparing using adjectives. What is the word that I need in this case? Try to do the same division using this idea.
Okay.
Okay.
To start, we need a noun that is it.
That's not a noun.
It's already the no.
No.
Then
I mean, the word it is the first word, but it's not a noun. What is it?
No, I'm not getting that part.
This word, the word it,
yes,
represents another word.
It's before. I think it's an adverb.
It's an adverb.
Yes, because it's mentioned the. Could you go back to the
Sure.
phrase? It was making more money than before. It was making. I think that it's mentioned. It's like I think it's complete. No, it was making more money, so it's like a moment or a situation.
Well, okay. Actually, you are correct, but in the bigger scale. If you take into consideration the word before, of course, all this is an adverb phrase, right?
Okay.
But that's not going to help you understand words when you don't have the subtitles. What I need you to do is to subdivide this sentence.
Yes.
So probably in the first impression, this is going to help you. Yes, of course it's going to help you, but in the second impression or trying to find details, that's going to be too much information because it's very big. The sentence is massive. So
yes.
make a subdivision. You were doing a good job. I don't know why you stopped.
Okay. So let me try. It was so. So you said that it is not a noun, right? Well, in this case, it is not working like a noun.
As a noun.
Yes, sorry, as a noun. It was.
It is never a noun. What is it? Remember.
It is never a noun. Mm, As I said, well, no, I don't remember.
Let me help you. The word
Yeah,
it represents another word.
yes, it refers to a previous. It is making a reference to a previous a noun, no?
A previous noun that you mentioned.
Mhm.
Because you
Yeah,
want to avoid repetition.
yeah,
Ta-da.
it's a pronoun.
It's a
Oh,
pronoun.
yeah, yeah,
And it's blue.
yeah. Okay, yes.
You see? So that's the reason I didn't put it there. Because it was the same color.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to identify what the usage of pronouns, because for the next topic, it's important to know what is a pronoun and how they extend the sentence,
Okay.
right? So the first thing is it. Then what do we have?
A verb
A verb, which is
was making. Was making.
good. Excellent. Was me. Perfect. What else do we have?
More money than I think that a pronoun, the verb could it be I think that we are using comparatives again, no more money than, so it's
Excellent. Similar to the last one.
yes.
More money than. All
Mm-hmm.
together.
Yes.
By consequence, we have the connector than, which is a preposition.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need later?
A noun,
That's
no?
right. Yes, of course. Now we are going places. Good. Which is, what's the noun?
And the noun is all the other subs
It doesn't
in
say
both.
others.
Sorry, all the other apps in both Apple and Google's App Store.
Good. Good. All the other apps in both Apple and Google's app stores. When you are listening, do you think, I think this is too much information? You can subdivide that even further.
Okay, yes, maybe. Then all other apps, and then we have a preposition
Aha.
in, in,
Which is in.
in. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, brother. So let's do this. All the other apps.
In, and all the other apps in is in both, I think.
It's all together.
Yeah. Well, the rest of the sentence, or
Yes, of course.
yes, because um, they are places in this store, in those app stores, no?
In those app stores. Aha.
Okay, yes.
Precisely. You
Yeah.
cannot, well, if you can take the connector in, of course, but if you only take the connector in, you probably will forget the second place, Google's.
Yes.
or you can eliminate apples. You can eliminate a lot of information if you only focus on in one section. And precisely, all these represent the where. Like all this section. Where is the symbol that I need? This one over here. Including the word before. And the rest of it represents an adverb.
Before. Okay, yes.
Right? So, okay. The reason we are here is to check how important it is to divide sentences. If we take into consideration only these portions of information, we can rearrange all this info into questions. Let me rearrange all this and make a subdivision here and make a subdivision here. Check this out. We have this information and we're gonna do this. And when you see the information this way, it can really help you understand how the language is built and what questions can help you understand the sentence in a better way. So we have this, this, and this. The first question, after Pokemon Go was released in the US, is an adverb phrase that can be the answer to the question, when? When did this happen? Answer, after Pokemon Go was released. Or it can be even bigger. When did Pokemon Go, when was Pokemon Go making more money than all other apps? And we can leave it over there. Right? That's the answer to the purple section. Question, when? The next one. It took less than a day. If you don't understand, or people, some students go directly to the verb took. Right?
We did.
What did?
No, sorry. So to make a question in past, maybe.
A question in past. Well, yeah, but let's imagine that. No. My indication is different. Let's imagine that you don't understand. No, you understand the verb take, which is a priority, right? But then you don't understand the subject, because many students go directly to the verb. What do you do to understand the subject?
To understand the subject.
The question should be who
Okay, who
took
less than a... But okay, yes.
I know that it's strange because if you're thinking in Spanish, you're going to expect to say a name or a person. But we forget that in English, the word it is a person.
Yes, it's replacing the complete.
That's a V2 ability. Right? The V2 ability will always help us understand that it is a noun. Well, no, a pronoun that represents a noun or a person. If we don't understand the verb, what do we do?
If we don't understand the verb,
what question should we ask?
Yes, what? Did it do?
Do, very good. The standard question for a verb is the verb do.
Yeah.
And apart from that, if this is not the word, you can say also the word what happened.
Okay, yes.
The question what happened is directly answered with a verb.
Yeah.
The next is a question for adjectives.
Adjective.
What kind of question is answered with an adjective?
How?
Exactly. How? What?
How? It. How? Well, what? How it? How it was? How it? No, I'm not sure.
The word how, only the word how, is a question for adverbs. So this is not the question. The question for an adjective is used with another adjective that determines the context of the adjective per se. If we are talking about less than a day, we're talking about time, exactly. And the question for time is?
How long?
How long?
Okay.
Then use the previous information to ask the right question. How long?
Did it take?
Excellent. How long did it take?
Okay.
Answer, less than a day. And for the response a day, we can use a word. What? You can use information, previous information. Less than what did it take?
Okay.
Less than a day.
Okay.
Interesting, no?
Yes.
Associating the right question to the word family makes it organized, makes it the language organized. That's how important this is. That's why it's so important to understand the word family. So you need to study the word families, bro. Memorize it already.
Yes. Yes. Because it's difficult to, it's difficult to identify them when you don't know the name of them.
Yes. And if you don't know the name, I gave you the colors.
Yes.
That's the thing. I'm trying to make it easy for you. I just need you to review the info. Well, this is what we need to learn. Because every time you missed some information, let's imagine that we eliminate this information. How are you going to solve the problem? You see? Imagine you're listening to the video and you don't understand this section. The best way to answer it is by asking you this question.
Yes.
You see? So your brain needs to identify the question to complete the sentence. And do this.
Yeah. I think it's something like change the perspective that you are analyzing the sentences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without using Spanish.
Yes.
Right? Using the same information in the sentence to complete other.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually working in a cycle of English, pure English. It's like, okay, this word is like this, then I understand this. We can use this information to complete other information. And this goes so helpful in the exam, like super, super helpful in the exam. Your
Okay.
task
Yeah.
is a screenshot because for homework, you're going to tell me the questions from the next section.
Okay. Let me take it. Okay. Ready.
Awesome. All right, my guys, we finished our class right now. I have to run because the other group has an exam. So have a nice day. I'll see you later.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. See you.
Nice night, teacher.
Good night. See you later.